I found out my girlfriend, my best friend, was secretly dating Animation Storytime by Sparky ZVZN. Dang, bro, I don't even pray that to nobody to happen to. I'm not even gonna hold you. But let's straight get into it, bro. Let's see why his girlfriend was secretly dating his best friend. I mean, there's plenty of ways why. I mean, maybe the best friend might look better than you. Who knows? I just pray that never happened to me. If it does, then they both getting cut off. I'm not talking to them never again and rest of my life. They'll be down on their lowest.
So now the stage is set. It was intense. This man is a no good, two-timing, backstabbing son of a gun. We just going off. We about to throw hands. Fisticuffs is about to happen.
Any animation though.
This story starts off at the tail end of the 9th grade.
Oh wow, 9th grade. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Your girl was easily going, and she was in the 9th grade, and she messing with your best friend. No, that means she been scouting at your best friend since middle school.
No, I'm a young boy. I'm young. I'm kind of preppy, but I'm still about my business, so don't get it twisted. Anyways, during this time, a lot of my friends had girlfriends. I remember my brother got one, and like a week after, one of my close friends got one. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a fifth wheel. I felt like I was missing out on a common experience. Low key, I started to become a hater. I was mad jealous. And because of this, I decided to ask this random girl who I had no feelings for to be my girlfriend. And I might have only met her one time at that moment. We're gonna call her Emily. I hop online and I sent her an inbox message, and yes, this was on Facebook. I know, I can hear it now. You old, somebody give him a walking stick. Mind your business. Anyways, after I sent the message, I remember I was so cocky with it. I'm like, yeah, ain't no way she gonna tell me no. I'm about to be part of the fold. I'm doing her a favor, making her be my girlfriend. A couple minutes pass, and I get a response. Hey, I am honestly flattered that you fancy me, but I don't think right now I'm ready for a relationship. I think we'd be better off just as friends. I finished reading.
She's lying. You was not her type. She looked at your profile picture and she see how you was before and stuff like that. And she knew that she didn't like you in that way. And she wants you to rather be her friend than her boyfriend or best friend. Just a friend. Just like a friend. Like somebody that maybe you see down the line and say, oh yeah, I used to go to school with him and stuff like that. She never took you serious.
And I'm like, oh, okay. It is what it is. My intentions of asking her to be my girlfriend was already impure, so the rejection was probably justified. And that was that. Now, during this time, I started forming different social circles, started forming different friend groups. I remember every night without fail, a bunch of us would hop online on a group chat just to shoot the breeze. You'd have people adding their friends and other people adding their friends into the chat, but over time, you start familiarizing yourself with people in there. Not really important to the story, but I just thought I'd mention. So on this one night, we're wrapping up the group chat, everybody's dropping off, and it's just me and two other girls from another school. And I decided to ask them this odd question. I was like, yo, do y'all know any girls from your school that got feelings for you, boy? Because you know I'm that dude. I'm suave with it. I'm nice. I'm just looking for somebody to hold me down. I was cocky with it. And I got no response. As a matter of fact, they ignored me. And I took that personal. So I threw a tantrum. I'm like, hey, hello, listen to me. I'm over here. Please answer my question. I'm asking you a question. Stop ignoring me. I'm just trying to find somebody to hold me down, but y'all hating because y'all don't want to tell me. You know what? I think y'all jealous. That's why you don't want to tell me. You know what? It's whatever. Y'all gonna make me crash out. Even after all of that, they just kept ignoring me. They were not paying me no mind. I was exhausted. And I kind of came off a little bit desperate. So I told myself, let me just excuse myself out of this conversation. Let me take the L. So I was about to log off the computer. Then all of a sudden, I get a message notification. It was from one of the girls left on that group chat. We're gonna call her Ivy. So she hits me up and she says, I actually know somebody who may fancy you. I'm like, oh, really? Who? At this point, I'm just bitter because I just felt disrespected. And she was like, well, you see, the thing is, you're actually talking to the person right now because I like you.
Because she liked you the whole time. Nah, she didn't want to see. See, girls be playing mind trick. They don't want to show up in front of their friends that they like you, but nah, secret down inside, they know they like you, and they love you as a person, as a being, and that it be like that. So I mean, hey though.
So this came out of left field for me because I never gave her an inkling of me being remotely interested in her because I wasn't. So when she told me that, I was genuinely confused because I don't even understand how we got here. So I respond by saying, "Oh, you do? Oh, well, I mean, yeah, that's cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's dope." I honestly had no idea how to respond to that. So she gets a little bit of an attitude and she was like, "Well, isn't this the part you asked me to be your girlfriend?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, sure. Well, do you want to be my girlfriend?" And she was like, "Oh, yes, how cute." So at last, I finally got a girlfriend. Maybe through the means I didn't want, but at the same time through the means I did want. And as far as the relationship went, I mean, it was pretty much as basic as it could be for a bunch of 14-year-olds. I mean, we hung out, we got to know each other better, and we just enjoyed each other's company for the most part.
Yeah.
But it was short-lived. She tells me on one random day, "We need to talk." She said that in a very somber tone. She then proceeds to drop the bomb on me, telling me that she's going to be switching schools. She was going to be going to boarding school, which was out of town, actually out of the state. And we weren't going to have any way to communicate because she wasn't allowed to have her phone with her while she's over there. She'd only be back in town if there was like a holiday or like a short break. So she tells me all of this at the top of the summer break, and honestly, because of all of that, we had to break up. We just had to. We were young. Ain't nobody trying to do no long distance. I mean, what you think this is? So we break up, but we're still in constant communication throughout the summer because, I mean, we still had feelings for each other. Fast forward, the summer's over, she leaves for boarding school, and life is just lifing as it is. So fast forward again, now it is December, it is Christmas break, and Ivy is back in town. And though we were broken up, she did come to visit me one day, and I remember we had this conversation. We were trying to see and decipher if we could actually do this long distance thing because, again, we still had feelings for each other. So I'm like, we gotta hold it down for each other. Let's see if we can hold it down because we gotta hold it down. Hold it down. Now this is where we introduced another character to this story, and we're gonna call him Cam. Now Cam was my dog. That was my guy. That was like my dude. To this day, we cool. There was this one day he hits me up randomly telling me to break up with Ivy because, he's trying to, shoot his shot. Now, this is how Kim and I usually communicated. We'd be like, "Yo, cuff your chick before I come take her from you," or something like that. So we be yapping. So I'm yapping back. I'm like, "You stupid. You lucky you ain't got a girl because I'm going to take off your hands. You better proceed with caution because, I'm out here." I'm just talking my stuff, just reciprocating the energy. And he's like, yeah, you right. I just be joking. I just got to keep you on your toes. It's just crazy out here in these streets. So I didn't think too much of that conversation because, like I said, that's how we talk. Fast forward, it is the night before Ivy leaves back for boarding school. And we hop on a call, just exchanging last minute pleasantries and just talking because obviously I'm not going to talk to her for like a couple of months. We talking about how we gonna miss each other and whatever. All that cutesy stuff. But don't get it twisted. I'm still a thug out here. I'm still horned. And during the conversation, she says, "Oh, by the way, your friend Cam asked me out." I'm like, "What? What do you mean he asked you out?" She was like, "I mean, he asked me to be his girlfriend." I was genuinely confused because Cam and I never took it this far. She's like, "Right. Don't worry. Obviously, I said, no, I'm with you. I got feelings for you. I don't even know Cam like that. So I just thought I should let you know because that's your friend."
Cal. And that's the face I be making too. See, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, I said this is Cal. When a female knows and dang well that she's in a long distance relationship, she's gonna holler at somebody else. Why did I say that in general? Because in general, what a girl cannot stay with one dude. No. I'm gonna just keep it real. They young, ready, turn, and lit. And you already know they the H to the E and the T to the T. You feel me? THT. I'm gonna just keep it real with you.
Okay, so I just let that be what it was. Honestly, I just chucked it up to Cam just being an idiot and trying to just OD on everything. But here's another thing she told me, which I really found interesting. She tells me that when I asked Emily to be my girlfriend a couple of months back, Emily actually confided in her for some advice because she was actually considering saying yes to being my girlfriend. But Ivy wasn't having it. She tells Emily to tell
Nah, say you swear. So girl was about to really holler at him, but she said no because she had feelings for him. Now that's what I was trying to tell y'all. Like some girls will really sabotage other girls so they don't get the dude that they really want. I mean the dude that they want. They'll sabotage their own friends to get the dude what they want. See, you gotta watch out for your homegirls, man.
Tell me no, because she was plotting. She was plotting on the boy. I ain't gonna lie, I was flattered because I'm like, yo, she out here sabotaging potential relationships because she knew what she wanted. I was flattered. But anyway, eventually the conversation ends and obviously she leaves for school. Fast forward about 2 weeks. School's back in session for me. I remember walking into class on the first day and I see Cam with like a bunch of my classmates and they just talking and he's the center of the
Yeah, yeah, I had to get my dog a ball fade right here, bro. That ball fade.
conversation. Didn't really know what it was about. I didn't really care, didn't think too much of it. So I go to my seat, waiting on first period to begin, all miserable and stuff. And all of a sudden, one of my classmates pops out of nowhere and starts asking me, why is Cam saying he's going out with Ivy? Isn't Ivy your girl? I respond saying, what the heck are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? Like, obviously Ivy is my girl. Like, you're just talking. What are you talking about? Like, stop playing with me. He's like, nah, I ain't playing. I'm literally listening over there and he's saying that he and Ivy are in a relationship. I'm like, okay, I've given this dude the benefit of the doubt. He's actually starting to piss me off. So I step to Cam and I tell him like, yo, let me talk to you out in the hallway. So now the stage is set. It was intense. Just Cam and I in the hallway. Who knew what was about to happen? You could cut the tension with a knife. And I ain't gonna lie, I start going in. I start checking him. I start questioning him, interrogating him like we are in a courtroom. I'm pleading my case to the jury. Like, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you look at the evidence, it clearly points that this man is a no good, two-timing, backstabbing son of a gun who should be thrown in the slammer for a long, long time. It was intense. We're arguing, calling each other all kinds of names, calling our mamas all kind of names. We just going off. We about to throw hands. Fisticuffs is about to happen. I'm just playing. Honestly, we had a very civil conversation. I was like, yo, why you tell
See, somebody lying. It's either he lying or she's lying. Because they could go both ways.
and honestly, That was the energy for the most part. So fast forward.
All because of a girl, bro. That's crazy. Never fight your homie over a girl, bro. If your homie would really get mad at you over a girl, then that was that's not really your homie at the end. I'ma just keep it a buck with you. That's not your homie at the end.
It is the summer break of 2010, and I'm about to leave the country for a vacation. And I remember telling myself I didn't want to hop on a plane, harboring hatred in my heart because you never know when your last day is gonna be. So I remember texting one of my friends to text Cam and tell Cam that I didn't have a problem with him, and I apologize if I pissed him off or whatever, and I'm always down to have a conversation whenever he wants to. Now, I could have texted myself and told him all of that, but I still had a little bit of pride in me, so that's why I had to do it through a mutual friend. Anyways, I hop on the plane, I land, and I get a text from Cam, and he says, "Yo, what's up, bro? Missed you." And the rest is history. Cam and I were back cool. As far as he and Ivy went, that was none of my business at that point. I'm not gonna lie, to this day, I don't really know what set Cam off on that specific day. We never really addressed it, but there's all water under the bridge. We still cool to this day. And I guess the moral of the story is sometimes conflict could be resolved with just having a simple conversation. It just takes one person to just reach out, and that's it. And another moral of the story is if you are searching for a relationship in a very unorthodox way, be careful of what you wish for, because that same unorthodox way that got you in a relationship would be the same unorthodox way that gets you out of a relationship. So, just a word to the wise. I'll see you guys.
No, more of the story is, man, don't trust no lady that say about your best friend. Whole time she's messing with your best friend. Yes, she is. She been already probably already did. Who knows? They hang around to each other too much. They already whamma slamma jamma. You know what I'm saying? In the end of the day, don't trust your friend and don't trust the girl. And at that point, he should have never got back cool with that girl. Cool with dude. I would have even got back cool with him. Cause first point, dude. I ain't saying over a girl, but in general though, don't, man. You know I'm dating that chick, bro. Don't. Come on, son. Chill, bro. So, but yeah, though, I'm out. See y'all in the next one. Yeah.